He is a certified business and executive coach from Action Coach, a motivational speaker mentored by Les Brown, a law of attraction trainer, trained by Michael Losser, the author of bestseller Law of Attraction, trained under the well-known Tony Buzan as a Think Buzan licensed instructor in mind mapping. He's also a certified John Maxwell trainer, teacher, coach, and speaker. With 4 decades of experience in banking, finance, retail, and corporate, with his extensive knowledge and expertise, aims to train, guide, and coach people to achieve what they want and how to achieve their dreams and disrupt minds of people to find the new within you. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Harish Mehta.
Thank you, Dr. Farookh. You were brilliant. I love the way you introduced me, and I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I could never imagine that when we met last year and today, we would be sharing lots of stuff together and helping people grow with us. So I would like to thank you once again for taking this time with me and looking forward to sharing my thoughts with you, to the world, how we make a difference together. Hi, Harish Mehta here. I wish to share a thought. Why do we do what we do every single moment of our life? All actions of ours give results. Joy, pleasure, delight, and happiness, or otherwise. When the frame changes, the results change. And when the results change, the world calls it innovation. We call it disruption. Here is Harish Mehta, a speaker, mentor, trainer, coach, and author of an upcoming book, Stop the Blame Game, Disrupting Your Lives. I have taken ownership of disrupting people's life for the next 30 years. I will change the way they think, listen, and do. Happy to help you grow from who you are to who you can become. Looking forward to being with you very soon. Keep following me. Thank you very much for listening to me. Bless you all.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Harish. It's a pleasure and an honor for us to have you in this particular show. And I was looking for you for quite some time. And I know that you are a busy scheduled guide traveling from here and there. I tried to catch you hold yesterday, but again, you were somewhere else. Now, you are a certified banker. You are a motivational speaker. You are a business coach. You are an executive coach. You have been working with the bank for 20 years from 1979 to 1998, around about 36 years of experience. What is that, and why is that people or organizations, institutions, colleges, universities, etc., inviting you? What is there in you that you share with the people?
I have something great to share with you. I used to play cricket a lot. And I studied at one of the prestigious colleges of India, Sri Ram College of Commerce, which is known for studies world over. And you will not believe, I just managed to pass. My story starts from there. I played cricket. And the moment I did not get a chance to play for Delhi and Bengal in India, the under 22, I left cricket overnight. And that night changed my life. I became a banker. I always had this voice with me where I used to share my thoughts with people. And when I got the opportunity to join the bank, I used it to the hilt. Every opportunity I got, I used to come and speak. Being the youngest, I was in the front, sharing my thoughts, and then they said, why don't you start addressing people, comparing the programs in the bank? So the thought became a reality. And now, when last year, when I met my guru, Les Brown, on the 13th of September 2014, I met this legend in Delhi, and he shared with me, Harish, you have a powerful voice. Share your story with the world. That moment triggered the shift in me from moving to coaching to speaking. Now, speaking is my passion. Coaching is my purpose, and disrupting people's life is my power. The way they think, the way they listen, and the way they do. Why I share with you, because I got 4 stories with me. School, college is the biggest story. My bank 20 years is a great story. Why I quit the bank, what happened, we shall share some other time. Third, I built an enterprise with friends of mine for 10 years. And then I decided to be a mentor. Before, a girl asked me, sir, why don't you seek accreditation? And it hit me hard, you know. Accreditation at the age of 52, having been in the public and private service for more than 30 years, and this young girl of 27 years triggers this with me. She has the audacity to say that, and it flattened me. From where I was, I need to unlearn and then learn and then share and grow people. So that was the time which triggered me. And all these 6 years of mine, I'm a novice in this arena, where there are a lot of people who have done 20 years of HR, and then they do training, leadership, and all that stuff. I'm a novice, but this became my passion. And the passion is my purpose today. That's why I live this. And having met you in Orlando, I saw that both of us share this passion, that we love to share our thoughts, our knowledge, our little wisdom which we have with people and help them grow to become who they want to become by holding their hand as coaches, mentors, to give them that abundance which is staying away from them because of their lack of thinking. Who they are, what is their purpose, why are they here on planet Earth? So that is what triggered the whole thing. And I'm happy to share this with you tonight over this call. And thank you for inviting me to do this with you.
Thank you very much, Harish. That was great. I want to listen to all of your story, maybe in different episodes. Now, people call you as a motivational speaker. There are a lot of motivational speakers in India. What is that which is very unique in your style? Even I saw that when you heard the introduction, you started with a clap, which is the first time I'm seeing. Nobody did that. But that was, again, a style which you came up with. Now, why do people invite you, and why do they call you as a motivational speaker? And how strong are you in this marketplace as a motivational speaker? How is the competition in India? And how do you place yourself, or how do you position yourself as one of the greatest motivational speakers in India?
I would love to share a thought. I come from backstage, clapping on the stairs down below to the main stage. And I help people clap for between 3 to 5 minutes. They have never done that in life. You know? So I say energy is everything and everything is energy. And from that moment, I start asking them, how many of you realized that you have never done this and I have made you do this for the last 5 minutes? Does it make you think differently? I said, yes, you guys are different. You guys are special. And I am here to share this thought with you that every decision that you make today will design and define you. So design your destiny is what I talk about. in my seminars, in my talks with people. The moment you decide to do, the second step is you conceive. You conceive a thought in your mind. You made a decision. That means a commitment to yourself that I need to do this. From the time you made the decision to the time you move to conceiving that thought and then believing in yourself. The self-believing needs to come into you. There I use my law of attraction. There I speak about let go doubt, let go fear, let go negativity and negative people in your life. And lastly, remove unforgiveness. Forgive people. So these four things, when I speak, I make them think. And each one of you is holding this with you and not letting it go. Once you let it go, you see the difference that you make. I want you to live a life of prosperity and abundance in your mind rather than a life of scarcity and poverty in the mind. It's your thought which takes you here, which is negative. It's your thought which takes you there, which is positive. I help people move from here to there. That's why I'm here. And when I share this thought, I say, I want you to leave certain things immediately. Move away from the words if and but. Move away from the words I cannot, I can't. And move away from the words don't, not, and no. Remove this from your vocabulary and you see how when the words change, the vibration changes. And when the vibration changes, the results change. And life is all about results, not about reasons. So I have the grip of those people in the first 7 to 10 minutes. And then I share with them some stories which helped me, which have inspired me, which they discover that it has happened with them also. And then they take it to their heart. If this man can do this, what stops up from doing it? So that's what is the difference I make. I listen to a lot of people. It's all about energy, and energy is what we are missing in people's lives. And energy is always positive. There's no negative energy. So this is where I come and shake up people, and then I ask them, are you really keen? So some people will raise their hand like this. Some will be like this. Some will look left and right. I said in life, either you are here or you are here. Here, you are nowhere. So a little bit of humor, a little bit of excitement, and then getting them to the task of what they need to do from now. So this is how I bring them around, and I speak on my 2 feet. I'm happy to do that. Now I have started a new word which I talk to people. You must have seen it on my website. Disrupt. This man, Coach Harish Mehta, disrupts people. The way they think, the way they listen, the way they do. And then I talk about what is disrupt. D-I-S-R-U-P-P-T. T is small, I is small, U is big. So I, a giver, I have to give for the rest of my life. And that's why I am here on planet Earth. The stakeholders are people. People, all people, whether it's your family, whether it's your relatives, whether it's the stakeholders outside, they're all people. And you have come to serve them. Remember, you have come to serve them. That's why the U is big. Serve the U, the stakeholders. And D is dream, dare, and do. Live a life where you dream, dare, and do. And P is people, people, people. It's all about helping people grow to their true potential. Where they belong, take them on the journey, hold their hand, and then see that they reach their destination for which they are born. Why they need you? Because you have that knowledge, that belief, that wisdom, and you change the way they address all this, including their skills. So when you move them on the journey, you do a process. So the double P is the process. The second process is plan, prepare, practice. Plan, prepare, practice. Prioritize, and then perform. This will require patience, perseverance, persuasion, and perspiration. Once you've done this, you will see productivity, profitability, and perfection. This is the process which I teach in Disrupt, the way you do every single act of yours. And I mentioned specifically, I use the word action. Being an action coach, I realize action is the seed which is sown every single day by the deeds that you do. So every action of yours has to be, number one, it has to be deliberate. It has to be conscious. It has to be efficient. It has to be focused. It has to be intentional. And it has to be significant to get the results that you're looking for. So this is how I conduct myself with full of energy and take this to the people, and they need to remember a couple of things which I give them as a final, which I learned from my guru, the Les Brown. So I would love to share that before we conclude. And when we conclude, we raise everybody, we do high fives and enjoy. And this is what I do. I look at it that I'm the differentiator. I help them energize themselves for those moments and then give them something to take back, which they would love to do every single day.
Wow, that was really long and a lengthy one. I feel this more, more than an interview. I feel this is as a training I was attending with you. Harish, thank you very much. That was absolutely fantastic. I didn't want to break the flow. Sometimes my viewers might be thinking, what is Farookh doing? He's not asking any question. I purposely didn't ask any question because you were in that flow and I wanted you to flow like water. That's what Bruce Lee says, flow like water.
I'm so very grateful to you. I'm so very grateful to you to have permitted me to speak the way I speak, because I give them this, that before you, as soon as you wake up in the morning, you speak to yourself, I am confident and I am brilliant today. So when you say that, you know, that energy that comes to them is different.
Absolutely.
So I am confident, I am fearless, I'm going to have a great day. When you start off with this, things are going to be beautiful. Because I practice it every day, I live in the now, and I'm happy to teach this every single time I meet somebody.
Absolutely. And I've seen you whenever I met you with when we were with Les Brown, and also met you in Orlando when we were with John Maxwell. Ladies and gentlemen, Harish is connected with both the two legends, John Maxwell and Les Brown. Now, what is that style? Now, I want you to recall the young lady who told about credentials. And did you get those credentials from Les Brown and John Maxwell? And how did that change your style, your presentation today?
I would love to share this great story. I took it as a challenge. I Googled and found out, she said, do a program with some local Indian community where you get a certification. Where people wanted to see those certificates on YouTube. I said, I have done the best in life and I cannot address anything second best. So I Googled, found out action coach. I registered there, put in my details. I received a call from the CEO of Action Coach from Brisbane, Australia. I speak to him. I said, I would love to be taking the program with you. But what's special that you offer that I can put my neck of 32 years of my life's what I learned and became who I became. They said we are the best in the world. We are present in 52 countries. Today they are present in 78 countries. So I said, who are the people in India? I did not get a positive result there about people in India doing this program. Nevertheless, he said we have people in USA, Canada, and all over the world, Australia, Indonesia. So I was planning a trip to USA. I said I would love to meet some people there. So they gave me names of people in Houston, Texas, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas. The turning point was when I met this great man, Brad Sugars. He, at 41 years, is a great, great human being. He started his business when he was 7 years old. A great story, some other time I would share. At 41, he is worth $400 million. And when he met me the first time, he said, Harish, I'll make you $1 million coach the first year. He gave me a couple of books to read. And on my flight back from Las Vegas, the head office is in Las Vegas. So I came from Las Vegas to Los Angeles. I'd finished 4 books of his. And on my way back from Los Angeles to Dubai, the rest of the books were done. And as soon as I landed here, I said, I am enrolling for the program. Between 2nd of April 2012 and when I went there on the 13th of May for an 11-day program, I completed this on the 25th of May. I completed 6 years with them. I see the difference that had made. Thereafter, it was Marshall Goldsmith, Robin Sharma, my friend from Canada, who made me do the law of attraction, which I did in Singapore. And that was the beginning of my learning. Mind maps with Tony Buzan. So these 3 happened then. Then thereafter it was John Maxwell and Les Brown. So 5 gurus, and Bob Proctor I've been following for a long, long time. So Bob Proctor, Robin Sharma were on the back. I was listening to them. Now Brendan Bouchard and Tony. I listen to a lot of people. So I have a recipe today. When I speak, I use 6, 7 of these together. And on my 2 feet, I share their thoughts in my speeches, with the thoughts which I share with the people, whether it's students, whether it's teachers, whether it's business owners, whether it's people leading businesses, whether it is boards. I consult them and help them realize that they are special and they need to do something special than what they are doing. Every single day is a new day. What new are they doing? And how much can they do is where I take them by holding their hand as a coach, as a mentor. So as I shared with you earlier, speaking is my passion. Coaching is my purpose. And disrupting people's lives, the way they think, listen, and do.
That's your power. Yeah, the triple P. That's gone straight into my head. Great. Harish, before we wind up, there are a lot of trainers in India who don't have that experience that you have, or they don't have that sort of credentials that you have, maybe because it's the financial issues which don't allow them to go to these big gurus around the world. What would be your advice with the capacity and capability that they have? How can they improvise themselves and become a better leader and a better coach or a better instructor with the resources available so that they can get into the profession? And using your 3 principles like passion and purpose and power, how can they come to that particular stage where they can establish as a coach or as a public speaker or a motivational speaker?
I would like to express 2 things. The moment they open their mouth, are they communicating well-being or scarcity? Where do they come from? What lives are they living? Are they living a life of dreams, or they're living a life as ordinary human beings? The more you give, the more you get, is what I've learned in this journey. When you start giving people, and I use this phrase very often, expectations kill joy. Never have expectations in life. Just keep giving. and the universe will participate. You know, I'm a law of attraction guy.
Yep.
I attract more of what I want and less of what I don't want every single day. Why? Because I live there. So living there is your challenge. Getting out of your zone of negativity, negative people around you, self-doubt instead of self-esteem. And the more you start believing in yourself, the more you start doing those things, those actions, the moments come when you realize you have the potential to get every single thing that you want. When do they realize that? Unless they get out of that zone. I mentioned to you, where do they live in their mind? Scarcity. If it doesn't happen, that's scarcity. They are scared. If it doesn't happen, I won't get my job done. So what is happening is people are living here and they want to go there. So unless that shift has to come, I called it mindset shift. I help people in mindset mastery. Mindset mastery requires investing your wallet into your mind, not investing your wallet on your tummy and everything else. So that shift has to happen. You know the amount of money me and you have invested in becoming the new who. Yes. And unless we live with those people, we cannot talk about their lives. Remember, you have been in the airline business for 18 odd years. The moment I saw people, I said, I want to be flying on a 380. And I would be flying on a business class. Without having the money in the bank, I bought the ticket on my card. And I must share with you, when I went on the aircraft, I got a deal on the aircraft. Before I came back, my money was paid from that deal. So you have to have that self-belief in you. If you got to live with them, you got to belong there. You can't live here and talk about there. So my humble and small request to these trainers is, if you speak about goals, if you speak about dreams, first live your dreams, write your goals, do your goals, and then live the talk. The moment you start doing it, you will see, you will get respect, you'll get recognition, and people will start talking about you to build a reputation. And I'm sure those people who will watch this will be installing this in their minds that they need to make a strong and immediate shift in their do. We talk about be into do is equal to have. The be is you. What you want to become is your beliefs that you have. The do is thinking beyond. Beyond is flying like an eagle, not fly with the pigeons. So where you live defines you. Now you see when they start moving on this journey, their thought process shifts, and I'm sure there's a lot to offer. This is going to, in India, it's going to be massive over a period of time. Only sooner the people realize to invest their wallets onto their mind, you will see the shift coming. And I'm happy you and me together can take master classes for people who are willing to invest their wallet into their minds to grow and become who they are meant for. I strongly see a strong wave happening in this community of coaching, training, and speaking in this country. People have started realizing it, yet they're still stopping themselves from investing that wallet into their minds. So this is my sharing for those people who have the energy in them, but they're stopping themselves because of financial freedom, the financial part. They feel it's too much. Nothing is too much. You haven't opened your mind. As John Maxwell puts it, open the lid and see where you can go. It's opening that lid which will change. And I'm happy I'm sharing this with you today that we will help people open their lids together.
Harish, that was a great learning. This is not an interview, and I don't consider this to be an interview at all. This is more like a learning session. I'm getting a free coaching from you without paying even a single penny.
I am so very happy to share this thought. And now I know the whole world through you is going to listen to this over and over again and keep that in the archives so that they get themselves motivated and influenced to belong there rather than belong where they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, Harish Mehta.